What up to my Leos? Welcome in, welcome in. This is your tarot reading for January 2022. Good morning, good afternoon, whatever it is for you. So we're going to get right into it, and I'm going to pull you guys a Mystical Shaman Oracle card. Hope you guys have been doing well so far this season. Get some insight, guidance, advice for my Leos. January 2022. Here we go. I knew I was feeling good. Irony. The Sun card. Happiness, joy, dedication. I'm also hearing like the strength of will of a Leo, that lion energy, that go-getter, that I can do this is going to get done. And in more gangster terminology, bish, I'm the shit. I feel like that's how you could be feeling, or how you will be feeling. So, great energy to start with. The number that correlates with that is 53. And for those that might not resonate with the first message I got from that energy, I'm also now getting, you need to focus more on the things that make you happy, that don't involve or require other people, like looking for happiness within thyself instead of outside of yourself. So I'm going to go ahead and pull your tarot reading, about 6 cards with the Fairy Wicca deck, and then I'll go and get some confirmation and elaborate with the Gilded Rider Waite deck. Some insight, guidance, advice for my Leos. Right out the gate, I'm hearing some of y'all could be having some problems in the love life, the love sector. Don't we all at some point? Insight, guidance, advice. Oh yeah, it's a bit rough for my Leos for January 2022. If you hear some background noise, it's morning and people, they do things. So you'll hear activity. The Round Tower. Now, before we're like, oh gosh, some of y'all could be in a oh gosh moment. Tower's not always a bad thing. Major change-ups or something you're about to just jump into. And I think a lot of you that are into the energy of just happiness, that lion go-getter energy, y'all are just getting to it. If it's something on your to-do list, getting to it. If it's something you want, you're progressing towards it. You're not procrastinating in any sense of the word. Then you got the Hazel Wand. Yeah, you're making it happen, Captain. I usually say that to Capricorn, but yeah, you're manifesting and pursuing what it is that you want, or what it is that makes you happy, or like I said previously, you need to. And it's just advice when I say, don't revolve your happiness around people, places, or things, but, stuff with self, things you can do, things you enjoy, like, not being codependent in nature, which I don't really think Leos are, but sometimes you guys can be when it comes to romance. Like, you don't need to have somebody to feel happy. And near of time, Fire, it's like the Queen of Wands. Some of y'all also at the same time could be like playing games, but I mean, life is a game, we all gotta play. I don't see anything malicious here, just life's a game, you're playing the game. And getting to the bag, I'm hearing like what you want. That's what I'm saying. Like just because I say games, it doesn't mean anyone's being manipulative. You know, we all got to make moves in this life. So, some people play chess, some people play checkers. I think right now you're playing chess. Arit of Domhan. It's like the King of Pentacles, but also this is my player card. So some of you guys could be out there being a Mac, being a player. That's not going to lead to you being happy, filling a void like that. I do have to say that because that's here. Manifesting different connections, there's no happiness in the end for that. Healing, taking time on the self is the better way, but to each their own. I mean, we all cope how we cope, depending on what we know, what we're used to, our habits, and what we have access to. So if you don't know a better way, you just don't know a better way. But I mean, that's where learning comes in, but you have to want to learn a better way. Four of Time. Someone definitely could have played games here and ruined a relationship or a marriage, and it most definitely could have been you or an earth sign, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo, or they had something to do with it. There's definitely someone having sex with multiple people here, like just jumping into bed with people. Whether it's you or the person you're with or the person you're interested in. Some people could just be like freelancing with work and just jumping right into different jobs. But I mean, freelance work can make a lot of people happy. Sleeping around can seem like it makes a lot of people happy, but in the end, it really kind of doesn't. It's like a temporary thing, like smoking a cigarette. It's satisfying while you're smoking it, but as soon as you're done, you're craving the nicotine. It really doesn't help anything in the long run, because you have to just keep getting more cigarettes. The Druid. Yeah. Like I've said before, this is like the Fool meets the Magician energy. Some of y'all need to move on from the sleeping around, or some of y'all might actually, like, say you're freelancing different jobs, and one of the jobs offers you a permanent position. You might take it. For some of you guys, y'all are really just going through a heartbreak right now, and you're not healing. Whatever you're doing to satiate or fill a void or avoid the pain, it's not helping. Whatever you're doing is not helping. So you're gonna get some elaboration on that, but I'd like just take the time. I know healing feels like it could take forever, but it really goes a lot faster if there's less people involved in your healing process, especially sexually or emotionally. This is the Round Tower here. Like, that didn't lead to happiness, and you're trying to get back to your happiness, right, Leo? The Round Tower. You got the Round Tower. And the Ace of Cups. It's like you just keep jumping in and giving your cup and giving your cup, whether you think, I'm not saying you're falling in love with every person you meet, but when you sleep with someone, whether you admit it or not, there is an emotional tie. You're going to care about how they're doing, because of course you want to care about their health and where their health is at before you sleep with them, or at least I hope you would. Everybody's got standards. So you do invest in people, even if it's a one-night stand. You're investing trust in them. Alright, so what's this Hazel Wand? I'm hearing that song Empty Cups by Charlie Puth. Like, yeah, you're investing in empty cups, and it's not like you don't know that. You're choosing not to see that. What's the hazel wand here? I feel like someone's having a coffee with hazelnut creamer. And, no. I used vanilla this morning. I had hazelnut coffee and creamer last night. I'm a Leo South Node, though, so I don't really do a lot of strength. Where you at, Leo? Yeah, you're trying to manifest something, but I think the things you're wanting right now just might not be all that great for you in the end. But I always believe like coping is coping, whether you're using something not so good to cope or using good therapeutic coping mechanisms, because at least you're coping, you know. Use whatever method you know to cope until you can find something better. But finding something better, if you don't know a better way to cope, does involve getting help, and it's okay to get help. And like I said in a previous reading, if you don't feel comfortable enough to talk to a professional, reach out to a friend or somebody that you know has experience with healing from or going through what you're going through, and pick their brain. In the order of time. Fire sign. Ten of Pentacles. And this definitely resonates with getting to the bag, making moves, focusing on getting money. For some of you guys, this could be like any means necessary, get into the bag. Take that as you may. We'll just leave it at that. I don't really want to get too much in that. I mean, that's pretty simple when you say any means necessary. Some of y'all are on that cream stuff. Cash rules everything around me. No, it doesn't. Your mentality rules everything around you. Whatever you give that power to is your choice. But you can always change that. The Red of Domhan. So you also have this earth energy. Could also be yours, considering you're a fire sign. You would be an earth sign in Vedic. So you will embody some earth energy. Two of Swords. Here, and I don't want to be a player no more. Not a player, I just crush a lot. Yeah, choosing to keep being a player in that sense with people. Some of y'all are playing with your life and you don't know it. That just came through. Yeah, I mean, you can choose to do shit this way or that way. Fill in the blanks. The right way, the wrong way, the easy way, the hard way, the fast way, the slow way. But remember, play silly games, win silly prizes. So, you, in some sense, you do get what you give, but also, life isn't fair, so sometimes it's not always like that, and that's just life. I'm not going to tell you to get over it, but after a while, you do have to learn to accept that. Four of Time. And once you accept that, things do kind of become a bit easier. Forgiving is easier. Four of Time. Judgment. I also feel when it comes to a relationship matter, whether it's an ex or who you're with or who you want, they've made a decision. And I'm really feeling like it's a no. For a lot of you, if it's ex, they don't really want anything to do with you. And I'm hearing you know why. The Druid. For some of you, if it's someone you want, no, it's not just about sex. If it's like a new person, they want more than that. So keep that in mind. Druid. What's the Druid here? The world, as the world turns. Yes, I think some of you guys just wish you were living a different life right now, or, waiting for the world to change. You want your 10 of cups, you want that life. Well, you gotta work for it. You gotta make the sacrifices. Sometimes you gotta sacrifice when you think there's nothing to sacrifice, or you don't have a lot, so it's like, I'm not, when you're in survival mode, you don't want to sacrifice anything else. You already sacrifice so much just to make it through 24 hours, but life didn't see things that deeply. Just sees whether or not are you willing to sacrifice whatever it is that you need to sacrifice to move forward. It doesn't see all the fine little details. So many people in the world, how could it? So we're going to pull you a positive affirmation and leave it there, Leo, and I really hope this helps. Yeah, I think this is a good one for you. I know my worth. Because you are worthy. If you want to use it in meditation, you can say, I am worthy. Till next time.